A big capitulation event is happening at Veve at the moment, and some voices are saying that Veve is dead already since a longer time. We're thinking about Paul Barron network, for example, but also in the last days some people have been claiming that everyone is leaving Veve now, and that is the mass exodus and everything is going to zero now. So let's discuss a little bit about this position. Hey everyone, it's the Patient Hodler coming at you with a very short, super short update on Veve, Ecomi and the general market. So if you enjoy these very quick updates, then please smash up the like button to a new all-time high, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and tick the little bell to always get notified whenever I upload a video out of the beautiful sceneries of my traveling. So here behind me you see Rome in the sunset. Really cool stuff, looks beautiful. I mean, I'm probably with the hotel to a site that is not so significant, but still it looks very good. So I'm stoked to make this video here for you. But let's talk about Veve and about what to think about those impressions that we have, and also about the opinions that we are seeing out there. So first of all, let's take Paul Barron network. A while ago, Paul Barron network has delisted Veve from their indicator of all the metaverse and NFT projects, and declared that Veve is probably dead. And that is already, I think, more than a year ago. So that has caused some outrage in the Veve fam, and Veve in fact was not dead at all. There were thousands and millions of transactions, many gems grossed, US dollars grossed. Veve did pretty well, but prices in fact were coming down ever since. And if you haven't seen it yet, I went live just before my traveling and have talked about this in a video. So if you go to my YouTube channel to the live stream section, you will find it. It's the last one that I streamed, where I explain in full length why this is a liquidity issue or a cycle issue, a timing issue, and not an issue of actual just trickling down because it's dying. So I've really made this point in the previous video. But now let's talk about this whole thing here. So Paul Barron network came out again and was lashing out a little bit against Veve, and also some of the bigger influencers like OG Vault, formerly known as Veve Vault, have been saying that, oh, this is the mass exodus, everyone is leaving Veve. And you could think, oh, OG Vault has 17,000 subscribers and Paul Barron network has something around 350 to 400,000, so they must really know what's going on because they have so many subscribers. And Patient Hodler obviously has only 4,000 subscribers, so he doesn't know what's going on, right? And don't get me wrong, I'm not here to trash OG Vault or Paul Barron network, but I want to put it into perspective. So let's take a little video of only 40 seconds of Michael Saylor, where he's explaining what he is thinking about the approval of Ethereum ETFs before it has been approved. And just see how this guy, who is managing a I'd say multi-million, multi-billion dollar company, who is sitting on hundreds of thousands of Bitcoin, who knows the space very deep, who knows legislation, who knows the US market, who knows the SEC extremely well, who has millions of followers, and everyone in the crypto space is listening to him, or even thinks he's something like a close to a god-like person. If Saylor speaks, others are listening, right? And he is such a Bitcoin maximalist, right? So let's listen quickly to that video here together.
Ethereum is not going to be approved. Sometime this summer, it'll be very clear to everyone that Ethereum is deemed a crypto asset security, not a commodity. After that, you're going to see that Ethereum, BNB, Solana, Ripple, Cardano, everything down the stack is just a crypto asset security unregistered. None of them will ever be wrapped by a spot ETF. None of them will be accepted by Wall Street. None of them will be accepted by mainstream institutional investors as crypto assets.
So as you've heard, Michael Saylor was actually of the opinion that there's no way that the Ethereum ETF gets approved, and actually he thinks, or he thought, that every other altcoin would be a security. So this guy with this magnificent following was completely wrong about this, because now we have Ethereum spot ETFs, and very likely we are going to get Ethereum and altcoin spot ETFs somewhere in this cycle, or maybe after this cycle. So what do I want to show with this? It's not that Michael Saylor is trash. Most of his opinions about Bitcoin are fundamentally right. But what I want to show you is that people with millions of followers, hundreds of thousands of followers, 70,000 followers, many collectibles or few collectibles, only a couple of followers like me with the 4,000, everyone can be wrong. And just because someone says something, it doesn't make it right. So for example, Donald Trump, or maybe we should call him now Donald Pump, also said that he is very pro crypto and he's going to do a lot of stuff and approve a lot of stuff and make it easier to make America the home of crypto. That actually remains to be seen, right? So we can just not go and say this person has a status X somewhere in the space, so therefore what they are saying or assuming is every time 100% coming true. So neither should you listen to me, who is saying that this all is just a liquidity cycle and a cycle timing issue with Veve. And of course, we've discussed all the issues with lack of interoperability and maybe the gem market and the gem economy, everything that considering. You shouldn't listen to me. You should look at why have you been investing in the Veve collectibles? Why have you been investing in Ecomi? And what since then has fundamentally changed? And you should also ask yourself why, because the drop of Blackpink didn't sell out versus before the Blackpink announcement, why would you be more bearish between after this drop than before, just because they didn't sell out? They have increasing numbers still, like there are new wallets being generated. Yes, prices are still coming down, but they have announced one of the biggest brands in the world and it didn't do so much for them. But what has changed between just not knowing about this brand and now knowing about this brand and only having an inflow of a couple of hundred people? I think for many people it's just a fear that mass adoption will never happen, where in fact you only need the cycle to come back to the crypto narrative around NFTs, metaverse, and what Veve is doing. And I think Veve is still the blue chip in the space. And once money flows into such a space, money even first flows into the blue chips. So let me know in the comments below what you think about this. Also, what do you think about this scenery? Let's take a quick look here together. Wow, that looks really good with this tower here. So very beautiful scenery in my opinion. And guys, wherever you are on the world, have this great morning, evening, day, night or afternoon. And I hope that I can make more of these videos for you.